Okay.
I'm cool.
There we go. Yeah, so wait, why is that? That doesn't look right. Hold on a second here. It looks like that because I have it set up to cut out most of the UI for while we are actually in game. Jeebus Carbon. What the hell, man?
Hello? Oh, hi.
Hey, there you are.
Hey.
Good morning.
Oh my god. My heart sank the minute I got the message. I told it. Yeah. Busy week, my friends. How's it going? Yeah, I was keeping tabs of what was going on, and in the minute when the weekend comes, it was like, everyone's going to like parties and stuff like that. And I'm just like, nah, I got stuff to, I got stuff to do. And then, anyways,
And then
how's everyone
Mechwarrior
doing?
Online was just,
Right there.
yeah, exactly. It happens.
Being all Mechwarrior Online-y.
And then there's people in your magical box.
Rubin code is in the game chat channel, by the by.
God, I swear I heard that music somewhere.
What music? The music
Uh,
that Carbon is.
Yeah, the one Carbon is trying to.
Oh, just mumbling.
Yeah, you're. I 100% heard that. Mumbling in some music, like the same. I don't know how to call it.
Tune.
Yeah,
Gene.
my brain does not work today.
What is a proper tune now, isn't it?
Oh God.
And we just need you to ready up when you're ready.
Okay. Oh, okay. There you go.
Perfect. Shabu. That perfect will bring us right back to where we were. Alrighty. So when we ended last time, there was big old skirmish in the middle of the hallway here, where you are all going through a essentially kind of like a sweep and clear exercise, and you are looking for something. Do any of you remember what it was?
A data pad.
Alrighty.
There's the data pad.
Yeah. And you have as also come up against some resistance in the form of people shooting rubber bullets at you. When
We have.
yes, when we left off last time, there had just been a smoke grenade deployed in your general area. And it's been a moment. It takes a moment to catch your bearings after this, because it was kind of a surprise. And you hear some footsteps over down this way. And the smoke hasn't quite disappeared yet, but you're thinking that in that general direction is probably your goal, and also a good chance that's where like the resistance is going to be slightly heavier. Kirka, would you like to take the first narration?
I would be happy to. So is this hallway here still visible?
So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna basically kind of turn the fog of war on where the smoke is.
Yeah, that'd be optimal.
Oh, no, that's not right. Okay. So it's about like that.
Okay, gotcha.
Mhm.
So Alistair's not in it. Deanna and Ember are basically just on the edge. Kirka and Jet are like right in the thick of it.
Balls deep.
Yeah.
Okay. In that case, not good for me. I'm gonna come over here and try and at least fan out just a little bit.
Oh, okay.
And I could have sworn there was a red dot over here-ish.
There is.
Yeah, that dude bro was still there, right? So
I mean, the last that you were able to see, yes.
yeah.
Move that red dot out of the map.
It's just buried by the fog of war. But I am going to take a shot at it, see what happens.
Okay. Are you using ranged or melee? Like how are you like what would it look like in the scene of Kirka going through the fog and striking out at this unseen enemy?
Basically, she would have remembered that there was someone in that general area, but obviously can't quite see. So what she does is kind of vaults across the hallway to the best of her ability and tries to get out of the way of Deanna because she knows that shit's about to go down, but then also B, to try and get a more oblique angle.
Okay, so
and then she's gonna just shoot at the guy, more or less, once she kind of gets back into a firing position.
okay, so she's gonna shoot basically point blank, pretty much point blank at him.
Pretty
Okay.
much.
Yeah. Go ahead and make your. Actually, you know what? No, I'm not even gonna call for a firearms test in this.
Okay.
You hear your rubber bullets hitting wall. It seems that the gentleman that was standing there and still conscious either went to the north or to the west.
Okay.
And the halls are about big enough Like they're a little bit. They're big enough for two people to pass each other without like touching, type deal.
Gotcha.
Does anybody else have something that they are going to do? Presently, Kirka.
Yeah.
Actually, hold on. Ember and Deanna, I would like you to make perception type tests, please.
Mm,
Oh, well, okay, if you would like.
no, I am going to. I'm just remembering. Because brain's white with fog.
2d
yeah.
2d6 plus your perception, which if you don't have a perception skill is double your intelligence.
I think it's
I
actually
have perception.
Is it just single?
it's just your intelligence. So it's like your skill plus the linked attribute. There are a few that are double.
Got it. Okay.
Oh.
yeah.
I got a 4.
Well,
And the 5.
yeah.
But
So you
yeah.
got a 9. You didn't get a 4.
But if I didn't have a 5, I would have had a 4.
Alrighty. Deanna?
Already rolled it. Also got a 9.
Oh, yes, you did. Alrighty. So you two hear the also kind of notice the sound that like you hear the gunfire, but you also notice the sound of rubber bullets hitting wall. What were you firing, actually, Kirka?
My laser pistol.
Oh, so it was laser.
Yeah.
Oops.
I should have asked that before.
No, that's fair.
It doesn't sound like you hit meat. Like it sounds like you hit the wall. There's just like a different sizzle that it makes. Like a different sound that it makes.
Plus, it's hot enough that if someone gets shot with a laser pistol, even if it's deep down powered, they feel it. So.
Oh yeah, like there would be some.
I would presume the lack of a yelp, if nothing else, tells me that I didn't hit anything.
That actually works a lot more cinematically. Yeah, so like you notice that instead of actually noticing something, you notice the absence of that like cry after the discharge of Kirka's laser pistol. Alrighty, Alistair, you were saying that you wanted to do something.
Yes. Yes. So after it's like because all the smoke is starting to like since the smoke bomb. Alistair was kind of he's like also like right now he's like kind of sticky. He has his arms he has his rifle aimed forward towards the smoke, and all this commotion right now. He's like keeping himself steady, but he's trying to make sure like he keeps everyone in sight in front of him. Like he knows that. Grab the little pointer, laser pointer. Yeah. So okay, smoke appears. I was just trying to keep track where everyone is more or less. So he knows like, oh, sorry about that. Yes, right there. So I would say Alistair moves up slight while keeping his guard up, and essentially keeping towards the wall, so that way if there's any ever like shots heading his way, he could perhaps try to dodge. So yeah, he moves up one. I could just grab him.
Yep. Yeah, you can just grab your leader.
I'll be like right about here. Judging by the way how the smoke looks, do I still see Deanna to my right?
You can see Deanna and Ember. They're basically right on the edge of it. You can't see Jet, or well, if you had like actual line of sight to Kirka, you wouldn't be able to see her either.
Yeah. So so right now Alistair has his guard up. He has his the rifle pointed forward. He's still like hugging towards the wall, and as he's getting close, he moves up one and he gets into like crouching position with the rifle forward. While still keeping track of Deanna. So let's just say if there's anyone that tries to like come at Alistair, he's ready. So that's his move.
Alrighty. Also, keep in mind that everybody's edge and plot points have refreshed since this is the new session.
Okay.
Alrighty. Deanna or Ember?
No, Ember wouldn't be as dumb as Ainsley and take a pot shot in the skip.
That well, you can do other things than shoot as well. But I do
Well-
appreciate that because you would probably end up hitting Jet.
Yeah. I as well as Amber wouldn't see anything to do because going in, she doesn't know what might be there, so
Yeah,
she's going to stay there.
that's entirely fair. Deanna.
What direction did the grenade come from?
It came from the west.
Well, since she's hearing shots off to her right, she's going to assume that that's where Kirka went, and is going to take advantage of something of, good sense from being infantry. Smoke works both ways.
That it does.
And I'm not sure how far movement wise we can get. But she's going to move up and at least try to find that barrier. Or even better, trouble. Listening for people, listening for footsteps, so on and so forth.
Okay, so yeah, you can definitely get up to the barrier. I'll just wrong one. You need to move back just a touch, like right there. You're right at the barrier. Here, what I will do is
Perfect. Because if she can get behind the barrier, that's about perfect.
I'll get rid of that. And no, I don't want to do it as a circle. Because okay, yeah, whatever. I'll just get rid of the smoke. Basically, the smoke comes out to like there. Oh, not the right layer. Never mind. Hold on. Let me fix that. Dude. Boop. There. Smoke comes out to about there. And something like that. So where the two curvy lines are, that's basically where the smoke ends. Approximately. But yeah, so yeah, you make it to the barrier. You can see like this close, you can see that Jet is still kind of in position and looks to be crouched down, essentially kind of facing west as well.
All right. So if she sees any sort of movement that isn't him, west of them, she's opening fire.
That is entirely fair. Kirka.
Let's see, Kirka is going to stick to the wall and move down the corridor in an effort to try and sweep and make sure that A, whoever was hiding over here didn't fuck off back here, and then B is going to take the opportunity to sweep these rooms real quick.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So you see that there is a door there, a door there, and just before the smoke, like you exited the smoke, you found the door for the other room. Upon leaving the smoke, you don't see anybody.
Okay.
I'll say that you could probably peek into this room without needing to like blow a plot point to be able to act further. It's
Okay.
close and small.
Which way does the door open?
It opens inwards.
It opens inwards. Okay. In that case, I will swing it open. And I guess take a peek inside. Just
what you see is a barracks room of sorts. There are about 6 bunk beds kind of in this area. There doesn't look to be anybody in there. But it looks like there were some people recently there. There's a table in the middle of the room with what looks to be an unfinished card game sitting on it.
Okay.
Other than that, there's really nothing of note. At least not to just like a cursory glance.
Okay. There's not much more that I can do this turn aside from that cursory glance, so I guess that'll do that for now.
Alrighty. Who would like to take the next narration?
Wow, a whole lot of nobody.
No,
Well.
actually, this is really an intensive moment because I feel like that unlike Johannes, Alistair definitely says, you know what, I got something.
Okay. Let's hear it.
All right. But first, how does the smoke look? Like, is it like just like starting to dissipate? Do I have some type of vision,
It
or
is starting to dissipate.
we're still kind of thick?
Yeah, so the smoke is starting to dissipate. However, like, because keep in mind, like, it's only been like, I'll say at most
Right.
10 seconds. Well,
Okay.
no, I did previously say it's been a couple of moments. But like in the last like 10 seconds or so, you can see that it is starting to dissipate, but it's still like you're still trying to look through soup. It's just instead of trying to look through clam chowder, it's, kind of watery cream of mushroom soup.
Yeah. Okay.
Hey, cream of mushroom,
Um.
if applied properly, can be very tasty.
No, it was the watery part that got me, not
Okay.
the cream of mushroom.
That's
Yeah.
fair.
Would I still be able to perform an action as well, or is it just narration?
Well,
this point.
you're okay. So for narration, that's basically this system's way of saying it's your turn. It's referred to as a
Oh, okay.
narration is because you have control over what's happening. You say
Okay.
what's happening. If there's something that needs a roll, that's where I go, okay, well, now I'm going to need you to roll this. But other than that, you basically have control.
Okay. Let's see. So as all this is playing now, Alistair won't. He's gonna try to go towards the wall that's on opposite side and approach Ember. And he reaches out, pats her on the back, and says, Hey, Ember, you got the rear? I'm gonna try to see if I can help out Star Commander. As he's getting ready to hop over the barrier, but he's trying to communicate with Ember first.
Yeah, I got you.
Got the rear? All right. I'm gonna try to see if I can help out the boss. And with that burst of enthusiasm, Alistair he's gonna try to let me see. One. Yeah, so he's gonna try to move up some. So I would say like right here, and he's just like really playing it safe. He goes back to the wall. He's looking towards the sides. I mean, he's looking directly down the hall, and then he looks towards his right to make sure that the hallway is clear. And
So what you
Uh,
see, because right now
yeah.
you're like basically you're starting to go into the smoke.
right,
You can see Ember still
okay,
to the west or to the north. You see soupy white.
Ooh.
You can move a little bit further if you wish. But yeah. You
Okay.
don't see much when you are trying to check down the hallways.
all right. I'll say like right here then.
Okay.
So like he takes like another step in, but he's hugging towards the wall.
Yep.
Got his gun forward. He's like, it's like squints in his eyes, like just making sure that if there's anyone that he's gonna shoot, it's gonna be someone that's charging. He's not gonna shoot blindly,
Okay.
as to avoid hitting someone in the back.
So at that distance, as deep into the smoke as you are, you do see a large shape in front of you. You can't tell like what or who it is, but you just know it's a very large shape in front of you. You could probably guess, considering she is the biggest person on the ship, but
Yeah. I mean, I think, I think Alistair would most likely know whom, but at the same time, after experiencing that, thwack with the wooden sword to the gut, Alistair's kind of keeping his guard up. So it's like he knows he knows he might know who it is, but at the same time, he's just nervous at the fact that he just cannot see. Like like, oh man, I don't want that to happen again.
that's entirely fair.
Yeah.
Amber or Deanna?
I'm
go
going to
ahead.
give it to Deanna.
Oh.
Yeah, I was going to say that.
You
Oh,
got
that's
it.
funny. That's funny. Yeah, so with just a quick moment to catch her bearings, she is going to vault over the barrier and swing down that hallway to the left, just barreling in and hopefully taking by surprise anybody that's waiting there for the smoke to clear.
Alrighty. Move yourself to
And
where
it-
you're going to be.
And if there is nobody there, hey, upside. Now we have part of our back clear.
Alrighty. So you see once you get out into the open hallway and out of the smoke, you see that there is a room to the south. You don't see anybody in this hallway, though.
All right, then I suppose that is her for the turn.
Alrighty. Jet is going to just mention quickly over comms. Running to the south hallway, checking any rooms, and then he's going to make his way down there. And that is all he's doing. That will bring us back up to the top of initiative. The smoke is a lot more thinning out more now. You have a little bit more visibility through it, such as both Ember and Alistair can see the barricade to the west of them now. Kind of like it's kind of murky. It's you're looking through like steam almost, but you can see it.
By the way, can I have a second why Ember isn't going into the smoke?
Sure.
She thinks it's yucky. That's the whole. She's like, nope.
That's fair.
Yeah.
She's like, nope, I am not going there. This looks like someone threw up milk.
Kind of grosses her out a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Somebody throwing up
Fair.
milk and it turning into a cloud, though, that would be
That's
something. So, but yes, you can see that the cloud of smoke is dissipating. Kirka, you have checked out this room.
I peeked into the room. I want to actually sweep and clear it.
Okay.
If that's okay.
Yeah, not a problem.
Yeah.
Roll me perception, please.
Okay. So that's a 2d6, and then I have a 6 for perception. Gimme.
Ooh. Unfortunately, unless you spend to reroll that 1, you will not be able to find anything.
Sure. I'll do that. There we go. That's much better.
Very much so. Okay, so in this room, you find that you do find a data pad.
Okay.
It's not the one that you are looking for. However, it does have the like essentially some of the orders for these quote unquote soldiers.
Okay.
Type deal, like basically the parameters for their side of this exercise type deal.
Oh, okay.
So you do see that your target is in we'll use this color. That room.
Oh, sick.
And that there are going to be at least 2 people guarding the room itself, and another 4 people guarding further up. Other than that, you don't really find anything. It does look like as you're looking through the room, I'm gonna say you like kind of peek at the card game to see who's winning. And it looks like they're playing poker. And it looks like one of them actually has a royal flush that they're sitting on.
As much as I want to be a pain and do something to fuck with it, I'm gonna leave it because there's other things that need to be done. So what I'm gonna do instead is I'm going to get on comms. I found a secondary data pad. Our target is at the very end of this main corridor. There are at least 6 hostiles between you and it. Be advised.
Solid copy. Thank you.
F. Sounds good.
F.
Jet also responds with an F.
I will continue sweeping this hallway. I will continue sweeping this hallway to Alistair and Ember's right. If anyone comes out that hallway that's not me, you know what to do. And then I cut. And then I cut comms.
Alrighty. Alistair, since you have been taking the next narration, is there anything you would like to do?
Since Commander Kirk is sweeping the rooms and after receiving orders, sorry, he's like, hey, like our data pad is in the other room. He is going to move up to this corner essentially and watch the hole while just making his way forward just a step slight. So
Watching north or watching west?
he is watching north.
Okay.
So kind of like watching Kirika's back as she goes into the room to sweep.
Okay. And that's all you're getting up to?
Yeah. He's gonna towards the corner and he gets on comms. Watching the hole. Looks clear. Kind of saying like watching Kirika's back.
Yep.
Yeah.
Alrighty. Deanna.
All right, since she saw Jet come out too, and she knows there's roughly 6 hostiles out there yet, she's gonna stack up on the door, nod at him, wait for him to nod back when he's ready, and then barge through.
Alrighty. Yeah. So you bust through, and this looks to be. Here, I'll move you down to where the door is. Boop. This looks to be a like a communications room, actually. You see a lot of radio gear in here. Nothing seems to be really out of place at first glance. Anything more would require like actively searching it with a perception check.
I mean, searching can wait to make sure that there's not people going to be shooting at us.
Yeah, you don't see any people in the room. But yeah, that's what you get out of that. Ember, are you just chilling where you're at, or?
1 second. Stig,
Yes, ma'am.
Could you please roll a coin for me?
Heads.
Ember sits tight instead of being a dumbass.
Alrighty. So the smoke at this point has effectively cleared. You have more or less full visibility. There's still wisps of smoke in the air, but it's not to the point where it's obstructing you. Looking down, this is mostly for Alistair and Ember. If you were to glance down the western leg of the hallway there, you see that there is another barricade. You don't see any people at the moment. But you can be pretty confident that they're probably hiding either tucked in hallways or somehow behind the further barrier. Kirka.
All right. Popping out. Gonna take care of this room in the back of the hallway here. Rinse and repeat. Peek in first, make sure there isn't anyone in there, and then do a sweep.
Alrighty, you don't see any people. I will say that's close enough that you can just do a perception check to search it this action.
Wonderful. I will happily do that. Not great, but that's okay.
It's good enough.
Hey.
This looks like it was originally a storeroom, but it's been recently used as like a makeshift makeshift mess hall almost.
Okay.
So it looks like the people who have been tasked as the defenders in this have been down here for probably a week or so. You would assume just running through similar scenarios with other groups over that time. But yeah, so like this area had been turned into basically kind of like a little mess hall. You see some like prepackaged foods off up on towards the back wall over here on a table.
Okay.
There's nothing really spectacular going on with this room.
Okay. Easy enough.
Yeah. Alistair. The smoke is clearing.
All right. So right now, as the second room is cleared, and since Alistair sees that Ember is still behind the standing within her current position, Alistair moves up and he stops by the room to his left, but essentially he's just like seeing that Kirka's not having any trouble. He's just waiting by the door, but then he pings her.
Nah.
Sorry, Commander, I moved up, ready to breach into the final room in this hall.
Go for it.
F. And since I've already made my movements, I won't be able to enter the room, correct?
That is
Since I've
correct.
already did my movement.
You can spend a plot point. I'll say that it would basically allow you to get to the door and breach if you so choose.
No, I think I'll hold on to that.
Alrighty. Deanna.
Sorry,
No
dog.
worries.
Down.
Yeah, she's being a pest. She dumped her bowl twice in the last 10 minutes.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
That is definitely pest behavior. What a goober.
But yeah, she would look at Jet. Sweep the room quick. I'm going to post up for the push. And then she will move up to the corner. Mostly trusting that he is not as terrible at perception as she is.
Yeah. Hold on. How terrible is he at perception? He's not the greatest with it. But yeah, so you're moving up. Ember.
Ember won't be a Damas, but I guess you'll move up here instead of going after the sides.
Alrighty. And Ember is just gonna hold there.
Yep.
Alrighty. So Jet is gonna follow suit and tag up behind Deanna. However, do 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 do.
Does he check the room first, as asked?
Yes. There's nothing there of nothing really there of note.
Then when he joins up, Deanna is going to get on comms. Kirka, how's your search going? As soon as you were done, we're forming up for the push.
Copy. One last room.
Alrighty. Ember, I'm gonna need a defense roll.
Ooh.
That one is 2d6 plus double your reflexes.
Yeah, I remember that. At least I'm reflexes. I'm asking myself. Ooh.
Alrighty. So you get hit with a rubber bullet.
Ow.
As somebody peeks around the corner holding a fairly long rifle and shoots you, and you take 4 fatigue damage. Well, it is ballistic, so your armor would take some of that.
3.
Oh, your armor would take 3 of that. Okay, so you take
No, she takes 3 into her fatigue condition monitor.
Well, no, you take it to your armor first. Oh, you only had 1 armor left?
Hold on. I have I think no, I didn't get hit.
So you should have.
And the armor takes 1 damage from either ballistic or energy weapons.
No, that's not how that works. It reduces 1 damage from ballistic or energy weapons. The 3 damage go into the armor though. Until the armor is used up, then it starts going into your health tracks. So yeah, basically it takes out 3 points of your armor.
Good. Can I do something?
Once your narration comes back around, yes.
I just wanted to curse on the comms.
Oh yeah, you can like you can say something. It's doing something is, that requires having an action to be able to do
basically something. The entire squad hears a very loud profanity in Russian. I can't say it because people.
I mean,
I'm not going to translate it for you.
Also, I swear on this channel all the fucking time. So long as it's not like a racial
in my room.
Oh.
Valid.
Okay. That tracks. Alrighty. Yeah, so everybody hears Ember like swear like a sailor in Russian over comms for a moment. And also everybody heard the gunshot. Kirka, it's your narration.
Okay. Time for this last room. Forgive the little waiver.
It's fine.
Yeah. I'm going to presume that Alistair is also right here with me, stacked up on the other side of the door.
Yep,
so,
other side.
Cool. So I give a quick countdown with my fingers, 3, 2, 1, and then swing open the door and burst in to see If there is anyone in there, clearing out of the way the door as quickly as possible.
So when you get in, the room is empty. This one is just a storage room that has seemingly been just kept as a storage room. Perception could potentially get you more information, but I'm not sure how much more info you could get.
I may as well look and see anyway. Who knows what might be in here.
That's fair.
I will, however, shout clear to Alistair. Not over comms, just vocally.
Yeah. Alrighty. You find something useful. What do you think would be useful in this situation? Like, what would Kirka think would be useful for their current predicament?
Kirka has actually just been kicking herself because she's realizing that it might have been useful to grab like a flashbang or something like.
Okay. So yeah, you find like 2 flashbangs in a box at the back of the room.
Neat.
Alrighty, Alistair.
Okay. After Alistair gets the word that the room is clear still, he moves in. He moves in as well. So, has his rifle up. He's just looking around, and he also enters.
Okay. And
So what does Alistair?
it's a storage room. So
storage.
there's crates along the walls. It looks like it's, it wasn't changed to be anything else. It's not like a temporary latrine or anything like that. It's just straight up a storage room. When you go in, you can see Kirka kind of rummaging around and looking through stuff. You see her find the couple of flashbangs. So yeah, that is what this room has to offer at this point.
Okay. So Alistair sees us and he responds, "Flashbangs? Nice. All right. Oh
Hoping
shit.
so.
The shots fired. And I'm guessing at this point, like he already heard the.
Yeah, you would have already heard the shot.
Yeah, we already heard Ember.
Yeah. Damn. Yeah. So yeah, Alistair immediately just kind of takes like a look around, and on his next turn, he's definitely gonna like run out the door and see if he can get into position to help out Ember.
Alrighty.
Yeah.
Okay. Deanna.
Yeah. So
right.
he kind of just like went in, looked around really fast, and was like, nods for a quick reply, and then he's gonna run out.
Yep.
Next turn. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's it.
So Deanna.
Very helpful.
What did I give? Oh, she does have the rifle. All right. She's like hearing Ember cursing. She's gonna put 2 and 2 together, lean out, and if the dope is still there, she's gonna return fire.
Yep. He's still kind of there. You hit.
That is a laser rifle, which does 4.
Does 4. Okay. You see that it kind of blackens his armor a bit.
Makes sense. Like she would hope this deep into the exercise that everybody is smart enough to be wearing armor.
Okay. Alrighty, and Ember.
I assume I was called, yes?
Yes.
Okay, so it does cut out. Okay, I am going to. Is it 2d6 plus small arms? And because I. Do I have.
I should hope you have small arms.
I do not.
So it's just 2d6 plus your reflex score.
Hmm.
Thankfully, you have a high enough reflex that it mitigates some of that. I'm assuming you're shooting at the person who shot at you.
Yes.
So your bullet misses, and like they kind of duck back away. Probably due to getting hit by Deanna. Just before, and your rubber bullet kind of ricochets off of the corner of the hall, like right there, and kind of goes back that way. Well, actually, it would be more like that, but yeah. So yeah, you miss. Jet at this time is kind of cursing that he didn't bring anything that was, better at range, and is kind of remaining stacked up behind Deanna because he's better up close and personal. And this guy, he's going to shoot back. And a boop at Ember.
Double my reflexes.
Yep. Alrighty, yeah, you managed to duck behind the barricade in time to avoid getting hit a second time. As the rubber bullet kind of careens off the top of the barricade that you're currently hiding behind. Kirka.
All right. I'm gonna pop out, and get on this corner.
Mhm.
And then I probably can I still shoot?
You would that because in personal
Because of
combat it's
that
either
range.
move or shoot.
Or shoot.
Yeah, so you could spend a plot point to be able to shoot, but yeah. Otherwise, you've done what you can do as far as physical action.
I have plot. I still have plenty of plot points. I'll go ahead and burn one off just to take a pot shot and hopefully suppress him. If I hit, that's bonus.
Yeah.
But I'm not really expecting anything. This is with the laser pistol, by the way. It's the only thing that has that much reach.
Oakley Doakley. You valiantly let out a shot, but unfortunately, they managed to kind of duck behind the corner quickly before you managed to pull the trigger, and it leaves a little bit of a scorch mark on the wall, but not much else.
That's okay.
And Alistair. Alistair?
Oh, sorry. I pressed one. I'm on mic. Yeah. So here's just a wall. Yeah. Alistair follows right after, and yeah, he follows after and kind of stands about like right here. So like, oh, actually, can I move myself a little bit so my name doesn't? Oh, there we go. Yeah, so he stands behind Kiriga, but like right in the middle of the hall. He has his rifle up, and oh, whoops.
No, you're good.
Yeah, I was just trying to zoom in. There we go. So yeah, he has his rifle up, and he's kind of like he's struggling to position himself. He feels like this angle is kind of awkward, being that he's I would say that he's right-handed, and he's like, okay, how is he gonna peek around and shoot? So he's kind of like struggling to position himself, but he's behind Kirika, and he's looking forward. He looks towards his left, towards the little barrier down here, just kind of making sure like there's no surprises and whatnot, and pretty much like prepares in case if there's ever like a push. So he gets into position.
Alrighty. Deanna.
Oops, wrong button.
That seems to be common.
Yeah. Well, my push to talk is one of those macro keys that's right next to escape, so it's really easy to hit the wrong one.
Ah,
That tracks.
Tab.
yeah.
Right. Is everybody ready to push?
F.
F, ready.
Actually, hold Deanna.
Hold.
I have a flashbang. Do you want it?
Not at this time. Save it for a crowd.
Copy.
Right. Let us go. And yeah, she charges down towards the next barricade. Can we get to? Can we not get to?
Yeah, you can get to right about well, let go. Okay. Yeah, you'd be able to get there. Basically kind of hugging the wall. You'd be able to pretty much run straight to the barricade there.
And I am going to drop a plot point to pop another shot at the dude on the corner.
Oakley dokley. They duck out of the way just in time.
Oh, good. Then there's the press for everybody else to get up here.
That is fair. Ember.
Yeah, I am going to run up to Deanna.
You could
least-
probably get about 2/3 of the way.
Right. Here?
Let your character go. There we go. Yeah, it sounds about right. You'd be able to get to like right there.
You know what? I could I spend my plot point and go into the room?
Sure. The room hasn't been cleared yet, so it's risky, but yes, you could do that.
Actually, you know what? No, I am not that dumb. Ember is angry, but not that angry yet. Yeah, staying here.
Alrighty. Jet, being Jet, will breach the room. And will after he kicks open the door, you can kind of hear him say, I hope I don't have to pay for that. Quietly. And then he says out over comms a little bit more clearly, clear. And he's kind of tucked in to the room itself. It's at this point. Doot. Doot. And doot. A few more dooters need to appear on the map. Deanna, from the corner that is right behind the barricade you're at, somebody's popping out with a shotgun and is pointing it at you. And they managed to miss. It was a fairly wild shot as they're just kind of swinging around the corner, combined with the fact that like you're quick on your feet, so you were able to duck behind the barricade in order to kind of get away a bit. From behind that one, another one pops out and takes a shot at Jet. This time with an assault rifle. What the fuck is his reflexes again? Oh yeah, his reflexes are 4. And that one also misses. The one that was shooting at Amber before kind of comes out into the hallway a bit and also takes a shot once again at Amber. You can see that they also are carrying the rifle that they're carrying is also a sniper rifle.
Well, if you read the profanity in the Discord, that's yeah, you got it.
Yep, that's about correct. But okay, so that was your defense. Yeah. So the moving seemed to have thrown them off their aim slightly. Moving and shooting is not one of those things a sniper does generally. They usually shoot and then run away and then get set back up and shoot again. And another one kind of comes up to the corner and takes a shot at Deanna. This one is wielding a laser rifle. And they are also going to miss. You the way I'm picturing this is you kind of see them coming and duck back down below the barricade as best you can, being that it's like a third of your height, which is waist height for basically everybody else.
Except for me.
Yeah, it's like chin height for Amber. No, not quite that bad. Chest height. Chest height.
So Ember's the only one playing a third-person shooter.
Yeah, pretty much. But yeah, so that is the NPCs, and that room is clear. Kirka.
So here's a question. Those flashbangs, do they count as weapons?
I'm assuming you're the point behind that question is if you can use small arms.
The point would be I'm wondering if I can move and then keep the damn thing.
No, I'll say that you could potentially do both at the same time.
Okay.
Because like it's not like you're really taking aim, you're just kind of moving up to lob one or lobbing one as you're moving up. But I will
literally my idea was just to try and either hook it to here or if ideally down here, and then about here-ish just yeet it down the hall.
Or you could throw it to me, and I then could throw it.
I want everyone to have advantage. I'm angling to throw this and get it off so that the NPCs are at disadvantage and we're at advantage for this round, since I'm at top of the order.
That is entirely fair.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you were about to make a ruling?
What I was going to say is, if you are doing that, I'm going to say that you won't be able to plot point to get an extra action afterwards, because you're kind of doing a bunch all at once as it is.
That is completely fine. That's totally fine. I will happily take that deal. All right. So then before Kirka moves, Sheila's seen that crowd. And just as she starts moving, she's going to call out, "Stand by for stun."
And yeah, you can probably get to about here.
Okay,
I'll
cool.
say.
A dash to there, and then throw the stun grenade with the idea of it landing somewhere in this vicinity.
Alrighty.
And then as I throw it out, just call out again on comms. Stun, stun, stun.
Okay, so this is gonna be just considering the range that you're throwing it, I'm gonna have this as a hard test.
Okay.
So make your small arms.
I need to get that skill.
Okay. So it's not going to be directly where you want it to be.
Okay.
You know what? I'm gonna roll this myself using physical dice.
Oh boy.
So where you want it is, I'm assuming, something like right where I put the dot.
Actually, yeah, that's the perfect ground zero that I was hoping for.
Okie dokie. So what I'm gonna do is, it is gonna deviate.
Oh, scatter dice. Oh boy.
Oh, I'm doing it like old school D&D style, using a D8 to decide the direction that it scatters. So it's gonna scatter up this way. And how far off were you? I think you were only like 2 away from hitting. Yeah. Okay.
Not bad.
It's not terrible.
You know what? Two away from target without any actual points of small arms. I will happily take that.
Yeah, so like where it ended up landing was, let's erase that dot, where the new dot is.
Yeah. That's totally fine.
Deanna, I'm gonna need you to do a reflex test. So 2d6, double your reflexes.
Yes.
Okay, yeah. You managed to duck and avert your eyes in time. There's a ringing in your ears, though. It was obviously a little closer than than what was anticipated. However, the 3 closest people to the group have been affected by said flashbang, so they are very disoriented. Deanna.
Well, as the opportunity presented itself, she is going to reach over the barrier and whack that fucker with a shotgun.
Wait, you're gonna hit him with a shotgun?
No, she has the vibro sword. Like, she's targeting the one with the shotgun.
Alrighty. So I'm gonna say with the flashbang, they only get to roll 2d6, which is not going to help them at all. Yeah, you thwack
Yeah,
him.
not when he's plus 10. 2d6 is not going to help him.
No, it is not. So how much damage does that
And
do?
that is 5.
Okie dokie. Hold on. So I need to give these guys numbers. 1. Okay. That's more for my notes than anything else. Alrighty, yeah, you thwacked this guy, and like as soon as you hit him, you heard a grunt coming from, underneath his full face mask that he's got on. Alrighty. Alistair.
Alrighty. So yeah, after the call for the push and the bang and the flashbang going off, um, Alistair definitely like, okay, so definitely makes a beat. Let's see, makes a beeline for the next barrier, and he gets behind it.
Mhm.
So like he's kind of doing that the motion where like, okay, he's running from one point to cover,
Yep.
he's getting behind it, and he's getting ready to like jump over, but just to protect himself, he moves like for this round. He goes to the cover, he kind of like slides in, and doing some funny maneuvers as to protect himself. Yeah, but that's basically what he does.
Alright, he's just getting in
Runs
position
in.
and set up.
Yeah. He's getting into position, and then next round he's gonna hop over and start making his move too.
Alrighty.
Since he's moved from the hall.
Alrighty. Ember.
I'm going to hold my grudge and try to shoot the damn guy who shot me.
Okay. So sniper fight. Boop. You hit. And your gun does 4 damage.
Yep.
Alrighty. And is that everything you're doing?
Could I potentially move?
So personal combat, it's either act
Yeah,
or
I
move.
remembered.
You
I
can't-
remembered.
You can spend a plot point in order to be able to do both. In the book, it just says like you could double your move. It just makes sense that if you spend the plot point, you can both move.
Yeah, I'm going to spend the plot point and get here.
Alrighty. So where you are at now, to your target would be medium range for your weapons range categories.
Mm-hmm.
Alrighty. Jet at this point is going to kind of peek out and also move up to the barricade and pop a shot off at Mr. Stunned that just got thwacked with a sword. Oh yeah. And yeah, there's no way he can defend against that. And shotguns. Wait, what kind of shotgun does he have again? Modified pump shotgun. So yeah, that hits the guy quite hard.
Is
And
a plumper one of the 2 target ones?
up to 2 targets. Yep. Ooh, actually, yeah.
Wow.
And yeah, it would be the same for both. So that's 3 and well, on the other guy that got hit by the Pumpy, also labeled as number 3, you see that it like effectively shredded any body armor that this guy had with that shot. So I guess I'll just label this guy 4. Not 43. 4. There we go. So 2, 3, and 4 don't have actions this turn. They are stunned. 1, however, that one seems to hold a grudge against Ember because Ember thinks she's hot shit with a sniper rifle, and this guy's like, nuh-uh.
Really?
Oh my god.
So Ember, defensive roll, please.
I would like to reroll that one, please.
Yeah, go ahead.
I mean, you could reroll both because it's a 1
Yeah,
and 2.
I would almost suggest. I would suggest just doing re-rolling the both of them.
Actually, yeah. Don't look at the 1d4. Ooh. That's better.
So, and your skill is 8, so that's a 16 in total. Alrighty, yeah, you managed to duck behind the barricade in time so that you are not hit by another rubber bullet.
Can I have a second?
Sure.
I would like to put my right arm over the barricade because, Ember is short, and show him a middle finger.
Oh my god.
Oh,
Alrighty, Kirka.
Okay. I'm just going to. She's just going to run over here and just kind of duck inside this room moment. Yeah. No shooting this round, I think.
Alrighty.
Just trying to regroup.
Okay. We'll go with Alistair next this time. What are you doing?
okay. This one, Alistair pretty much with haste just hops over the barrier and races to this corner. Pretty much moving from cover to cover, running as fast as you can to regroup with the rest as well.
Alrighty. Deanna.
Second verse, same as the first. Whack this guy again.
Alrighty. You hit.
Bonk.
Y-
5 more.
Okay. You KO this
Yeah.
guy.
Oh damn!
Ouch.
Good, she does not play.
So so
Proper couple
we go.
KO.
so how does this look?
I'm giggling a little bit. I could just imagine her reaching over the barricade and giving this guy a good whack on that meaty spot between the shoulder and the neck.
Ooh.
And then as he recoils from the shotgun blast, she just does it again on the other side, like knighting this guy unconscious.
Nice.
Ouch.
I dub thee knock the fuck out.
Boop.
I expected
It's like-
it. I expected it to be like on the noggin to make a sound like you hit the bell.
Oh, I'm pretty sure after that his bell was wrong.
Most
Oh,
definitely.
very much so.
Alrighty. Ember.
Grudge is still holding, but this time I'm shooting at. Actually, I have a grudge against both of those, so I'm going to shoot at the first one.
Okay, so you're shooting at number 1 again?
Yep.
Oakley
No,
dokley.
wait.
So number one is
wasn't
the one that has
Oh.
been shooting at you. Number
Yeah.
4 has only shot at Deanna thus far. Number 3
okay.
has
Then I'm
also
going to shoot at one.
Okay.
A shot.
Okay, so that's that. Let me re-roll that. And yep. Hold on. No, you miss.
You know what? I'm going to spend all my plot points re-rolling, but I re-roll that too.
Re-rolling is not plot points. That's edge.
Oh, anyway, wow, I still have a single edge.
But yes, you can re-roll the 2 that
And
you
remember,
had
it's
rolled.
1 point per roll, regardless of how many dice you reroll.
Yeah.
Yeah, I am going to re-roll that one for 2. Oh,
That
I have 15.
that works. That pumps that up to a 15, which manages to hit.
I hope he would be knocked out.
Nope.
I mean, at 3 to 4 per, depending on whether it's through the armor yet, you are at least, forcing penalties each time.
Oh yeah, like it's this guy's definitely hurting a little bit at this
Not
point.
having a great time.
No, not having a great time at all.
He's probably mad.
Jet is just gonna shoot at the other guy again. And once again, roll something higher than he can defend against. And yeah, that would be. Actually puts him at the same level as number 1. So yeah, he is also a hurting unit. Number 1, well, sorry, they can all act this turn. Number 1 is going to continue shooting at Ember. Although, not as good as before. Yeah, you managed to evade that very sloppy shot.
Yeah, I just duck.
Yeah. Number 4 is also actually going to shoot at Ember this time. And also miss.
16 is my lucky number. Yoo-hoo!
And number 3 is going to shoot at Jet. And probably also miss. Yeah, very good chance that they're missing. Actually, there's no chance that they can hit with that roll. So yeah, they miss. It seems that these guys are getting their bearings back. Kirka, it is your action. Or narration, I should say.
Okay. Peek out around the corner, and I'm going to shoot number 3 with He still has armor on, yeah? I could still see that he has armor? It hasn't
You
like-
can see that the armor is effectively useless at this point.
effectively useless.
Yes.
Okay. In that case, I'm gonna bring out my needler rifle and shoot him with that.
Oakley Dokley.
Not that it's gonna be a super great roll, but we're gonna do our best, because that's what we do.
Because they're still kind of. Oh yeah, you hit.
Okay. How many pips of armor did he have left?
None.
Oh. Then he gets 5 fatigue damage.
He gets KO'd.
Goodbye.
Alrighty. And Alistair. Unless you have anything else you want to do during your narration, Kirka?
Nick.
All right. Yeah, give me 1 second. Okay. All right. So yes, Alice definitely wants to take this opportunity as well to okay, moves up. So like right here. Gives his rifle, and he's gonna try to take some shots.
Okay.
At,
so you're gonna need to spend a plot point since you moved. And
okay.
yes.
So yeah, that'll be. Yes, I'll be definitely doing the plot point.
Okay. Number 1 or number 4?
Taking shots at the sniper to attempt to suppress him.
Oakley Dokley.
So 6 plus alarms. 5.
You miss.
Oof. Alistair clicks his teeth. Shit. After when he had missed a shot, but
I mean,
that's
you
one
do
plot
have
point. Could I?
You do have edge that you can spend, which you can either reroll or you can force me to reroll.
I'm going to spend an edge to reroll mine.
Okay.
So 36 plus 5.
Well,
I fucking hate it when that happens. I'm sorry, dude.
sometimes that's just how she goes.
Can I do it again?
No.
It's impossible.
No, it is not possible to.
I was gonna say Alistair would have been like,
wah, 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 wah.
It's just, you know.
Nope.
Damn. Okay.
I must.
Too bad.
I must say, Alistair's showing in this whole situation has not been the greatest.
Yeah, I think he needs to hit the. I think Alistair may need to hit the shooting range after experiencing this this practice here. Yeah.
Yeah, the 2 of the 4 have any meaningful training in the most essential skills for this. It's not going well.
That is entirely fair. Alrighty. Speaking of, Deanna.
All right. Well, with that little issue taken care of, she is going to lay the sword down, grab the rifle out of her sling and pop a shot at number 4.
Oakley dokley. You hit.
That's just insult to injury. It's also 4 points of damage.
So injury to insult.
Alrighty. Ember.
Yeah, number 1 is I hate him or her.
You hit. And as your rifle does 4 damage, you knock them out. So number 1 has been taken care of.
Yes.
If you'd like, you can describe how that looks.
I'm going to describe what happens after the guy falls on the floor.
Oakley dokley.
So as the shot connects and hits him square in the chest, he falls on the ground, coughing. And basically, when I see that he has fallen, basically all the people around me see that Ember. Basically, she laughs maniacally and says, "Ha!" Um, I forgot the saying. What is it? Um, um, I I forgot everything.
It's okay.
Um, s- um,
I'm gonna presume it was rude and move on.
it was super rude. It was like basically So I assume all of you watched TFS.
Oh, of course.
Yeah. So basically, Vegeta to semi-perfect cell when he was basically knocking him down and everything. Actually, no, that would be more of hold on, I'm going to find.
It's okay.
Y'all can yeah. I'm going to find the moment while I'm
Moving
not going
right-
to stop. Yeah.
Moving right along.
Yeah.
Okay.
Alrighty, so Jet at this point is gonna kind of just bip down into the other hallway and tag up right next to the corner. This guy's gonna take a pot shot at him as he's going past. And that pot shot is not going to hit. Well, here, let me roll to see if I roll snake eyes. I do not roll snake eyes. Okay. So yeah, Jet dips past. Number 4 takes a shot at him. We are back up to initiative with Kirka.
Okay. Yeah. I'm gonna bring up my laser pistol again, and I'm gonna shoot numero quattro.
Oakley dokley.
Q.
You do not hit.
Okay. Darn.
Alistair.
Alrighty. After witnessing the sniper just, you know, goes down, he just can't help but yes, because he's been missing the whole time, you know. But oh boy. So yeah, without sparing a moment, let's see. Alistair pretty much like moves up. Oh no! Because then because then I have to spend. I'm sorry, I'll put myself right there. I have to use plot point after movement, right?
Yeah, if you want to both move and shoot, you need to use a plot point.
You know what? Yeah, let's because that's 2, 4, and there's like 2 more guys. All right. I was just gonna move up, and I'm gonna spend a plot point, so I'll be left with 1, and that's the and he's going to shoot
Oakley dokley.
at the guy. So 36 plus 5, please.
You do not hit. 10 seems to be your lucky number. Or unlucky
I'm gonna
number.
use an edge.
Probably a good idea. Are
So
you
for
rerolling 1 or both?
The uh, just 1, mine.
No.
Shot.
Yes, I understand that, but you have the choice
Yeah.
of rerolling either one of the 2 dice that you rolled or both, and that's what I'm asking. If you're
No, just
rerolling
one.
both, okay, so you're just rerolling the 1.
Yeah,
Okay. So just to reiterate, with spending an edge, you can
Yes.
force a reroll. Either you reroll 1 or both of the d6s that either you or I roll. You said you're rerolling
Just-
your shot, so I'm asking if you're
That's
rerolling just 1 d6 or if you're just rerolling both of them.
No, I'm only rolling my a d6.
Okay, so okay, make your roll.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, you are rolling both of them. You still miss. You did better. You got closer, but unfortunately, they're kind of ducked a little bit too far behind the corner for you to get a clean shot.
Yeah. Alistair's not happy.
Apparently not.
Oh yeah, he's you know, got whacked. You know, hadn't been comfortable. You know, just well, I mean, get comfortable. Like damn, you know, he's in the mission. Like you know, running around trying to do his thing, trying to contribute, shoot, just misses. Yep. You know what? So like after that, you know, on his on the next turn, yeah, that so yeah, he pretty much after that shot, he's like oh shit, and he may try to like get up on the wall, try to get go for cover, but that's it for Alistair.
Alrighty. Deanna.
For the moment, third verse same as the second. Gonna squeeze another shot off at number 4.
Oakley dokley. You hit.
4 more.
Alrighty. And that. You can see that this shot got through the armor.
I found the moment.
Alrighty. Amber. It's your narration.
So, can I like say what I was supposed to say?
Sure.
So so the line that was supposed to be said was, maybe if you'd actually trained instead of gorging yourself, uh, uh, you'd probably be actually feeling better. So anyway, number 4, you get a wow 15, clear 15.
Okay. So you're shooting at him now. You hit. And that's going to do 4 damage. Okay. Alrighty. Jet's going to pipe up over comms and be like, looks like you 4 have gotten this taken care of. I'm going to clear the room to the south and then bip off down that way.
Easy peasy.
Number 4 here is going to kind of peek out a little bit further and shoot at Alistair. A defensive roll from you, monsieur. Alistair,
Oh,
Sharp.
Yep.
I need a
still here.
defensive roll.
No worries. Yep. 36 plus Texas. Okay.
Reflexes times 2. That would be 13. Which you manage to avoid getting shot. As this guy pops a shot off at you. Which brings us back up to the top of the initiative. Kirka.
Sick. Yeah, I'm gonna pop Dude Bro over there with my needle rifle, and hopefully that needles him out of the thing. You know what? No, there's no puns. Just bang.
Oh, you hit. You definitely hit. And your needle rifle does a ridiculous amount of damage.
5.
Even though you only needed to do 3 to knock him out, because these are kind of mooks.
Well, now he's a very pincushioned mook.
Very much so. That guy's got bruises all over him, and he is not going to have a very good day tomorrow.
No,
I don't think any of these guys are going to have a very good day tomorrow.
probably not.
Yeah.
So yeah, that is the last one that you could see in this general area. Alistair, what are you up to? As it is now your narration.
All right. So yeah, after that moment, I see. Okay, yeah, that was just the dot. So yeah, Alistair, that's so yeah, he calls out, moving up. That's at his position, and he kind of takes like a peek down down the hall, and pretty much just like getting ready to down and clear the room that's up top. So he's getting into position.
Oakley dokley. Deanna.
She's going to just hop right over and post up on the corner catching her own comms. I'm posted up if either of you encounter resistance.
You get a response from Jet that starts with a little bit of a chuckle and him going, huh, come on now, this is me we're talking about here.
But there are 2 left, and overwhelming firepower is never a bad thing.
Alrighty, Ember.
Yes, I would like to move over here.
Okay. Tagging up next to Alistair.
Yep.
Alrighty. You hear Jet over comms. Just call out clear. And that will bring us back to Kirka.
All right. Alistair, Ember, can I trust you to clear that last room?
F.
Out.
Good. Get it done. Jet, Deanna, and I will take care of the objective.
Affirmative. No problem.
Feeling comfortable in an infantry situation. Good.
Alrighty.
Just because I've neglected my firearms training does not mean I am forced to admit that it may be necessary.
Alrighty. Alistair.
All right. Alistair's rifles forward, and he starts making his way up.
I'll say that you and Ember would be able to make your way up to the door.
Okay. So, like, pretty much.
Yeah.
Gets into position by the door. And Alistair looks. Oh yeah, so me and Ember. Okay. That's pretty much we're up to the door, getting ourselves ready.
Alrighty. Ember, are you following suit?
You know what? Yeah, I'm going to stand on the other side of the door. Like, you know what I mean.
Yeah. Deanna.
With that door taken care of, she's going to move to post up. And in position, ready for you.
Alrighty. Jet is gonna. I'll spend the GM plot point to get him up here. Jet's gonna double time it up to the other side of the door. Kirka.
All right. I'm going to get to here and prepare the stun grenade. All right. Count of 3. Open the door. I will throw the stun in. After stun, reach and clear. Queath?
F.
Goes without saying.
Excellent. 1, 2, 3. And then I presume.
Yep.
And then I presume doors open.
Yep.
Flashbang goes in.
Yep. On 3, she kicks open the door, sword in hand.
Mm-hmm.
Alrighty. And I just need to put Duke in there. Okay. This is a little closer range, so it'll be a little bit easier. A small arms check from you, Kirka.
Okay. Whoop. Ow, boo. I'm going to burn my edge. I'm going to burn one of my edges to re-roll that.
Probably a good idea. Much better. Okay, yeah. It hits the middle of the room. It goes off. Everybody inside, all two of them, are kind of blinded.
Perfect.
Okay. Ember and Alistair.
Could I go first?
Sure.
So I'm going to turn to. Actually, no, we wouldn't. Was the like? Do we know what's happening in the next room
Like,
or no?
which next room? The room that's
The
being
one that's
breached?
fighting. Yeah.
No. You can't see what's going on. You're
Okay.
down a hallway.
Then I'm going to turn to Alistair and ask him. It's basically, could you please like look out for my back?
I'm sure the group has. I'm sure the group has. Wait. Out of character. Give me 1 second just to get the words.
Yep.
Are you like? If you didn't get what I meant by that, like
He's
could you-
formulating.
No,
He's formulating his
I-
response.
Yeah, I'm formulating my response. Yeah. Okay. I got your back, but also we gotta clear this room. No worries, Ember. Ready?
Yeah.
All right.
And so with that, I am going to. Is the door opening inside?
Yep. Door opens inwards.
I am going to kick the door.
Alrighty. You do not see anybody in this room. The room itself looks to be a almost like a shower room type deal. Like you see shower stalls along each
That is
edge of
so
the
far
room.
from the barracks room.
Well, the barracks room wasn't like it was kind of a makeshift barracks. This is
Right.
the actual like shower room on this level. The
Yeah.
room that you had ducked into, Kirka, is the actual barracks. You can tell by how it's like all set up.
Mm-hmm.
Rather is one of the actual barracks rooms.
This one.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that makes a little more sense.
Still far.
I just had a flashback to my days in like my freshman dorm room in college, having to go out and all the way down the hallway in order to go to the communal showers and all the way back. And then the one time that I got locked out of my room on accident and had to wait in the lobby for a spare key card so that I could get to my room, just hanging out in my fucking towel.
Oh yeah, that does not sound fun.
Never did the locked out thing, but yeah, like I was here and the showers were there. Like just opposite ends of the hallway in the center hallway in this H-shaped building.
Right.
Oh my god.
So anyway, I turn to Alistair and say, "Clear, go check up on them."
Alrighty, Alistair.
Alistair nods, and he immediately Yep, he nods, starts heading back. So like, would I still be able to like? All right, will I be able to make it to this corner or
About
next round?
there.
Okay.
Yeah, about there you'll be able to get to. Alrighty.
All right, so he pulls up, he has his rifle, rifle to chest. Yeah, that's it.
Alrighty. Deanna.
Breach and clear. She's in and whacking the person that's closer to her.
Alrighty. Yeah, they are currently stunned, so they are not going to be able to defend against that.
I bestow upon you a boop.
And how much damage does that boop do?
5.
Alrighty. Yeah, you boop him a good one. And it's definitely you definitely get a good groan. Well, a louder groan because they're already groaning due to, loud noises and very bright lights.
It's a boop to remember.
Yeah, very much so. After that, Jet goes in. I'm assuming you were going down. Oh, hold on. Yeah, you get out of my way. I'm assuming you were going down that way.
Yeah, she's just shifting in far enough to get to the dude.
Yep. Jet's gonna go the other way, but instead of utilizing his melee weapon, he's gonna give him a doot with the shotgun. Which, yeah, they're not going to be able to defend against.
Is more of a close quarters weapon than his close quarters weapon.
Yeah. Already, yeah. So this hits the guy, and you can hear a very painful grunt out of this as it essentially obliterates the armor that they'd had. Now, these two are currently stunned, so they don't get to act, which brings us back to the top of the initiative step with Kirka.
Sick. I guess the only thing I can do at the moment is just rush in because I'm out of plot points. So basically, yeah, I get to the door and then have my pistol out for whichever person seems to need it more, basically just ready to snap fire at a moment's notice.
Alrighty. So what you see, and I probably should have described this when Deanna got into the room, is...
To be fair, I think they were more focused on whoever happened to be closest to them. I'm probably the first one in the room that has a moment to actually observe things.
That tracks. What you see is this is basically a command room. You see in the middle of the room there is a large table with a hololithic display on it. And you see also on that same big table apparatus that there is a datapad sitting there. And it is currently hooked up to that center console area.
After dashing into the room, do I still have the time to be able to go over there and grab it?
You would not.
Okay.
Alistair.
All right. Pretty much at this point. Well, everything's happening inside of the room, right? Okay.
Yeah.
Yep. Well, runs up. Right about here. So, Alistair pretty much yes, he runs up. Rifles forward, and So by the fight and how everything is going, so they're blinded, being shot at, fought with, so they're in the corner. So I said Alistair wouldn't really see them because everyone's in front. I know that sounds like a
you would be able.
question. So what does he see at this angle?
So you would be able, I will say, to get to the doorway with your movement. If you get to the doorway, you can see both of them. But, as normal, unless you spend a plot point, all you can really do is look.
No, it's okay. I'll just because on average just one plot point. Want to save it.
But yeah, so you can see like I'd mentioned, this is a command room, essentially a command room. There's a big table in the middle. hololithic display on it. I'm gonna say that though, since you're behind everybody, you don't notice the data pad hooked in. Just
Yeah.
due to the amount of bodies that are in front of you. Deanna.
We have the initiative. Let's continue pressing the attack.
By this point, they are starting to shake out of it, though I don't know how much good that's going to do. You still hit.
5 more.
Alrighty, yeah, you hear a crack as you thwack this guy in. I'm assuming you're aiming for like center of mass. As you like thwack this guy in the ribs, you kind of hear a faint crack noise. As your immense strength drives your wooden sword into them.
Yeah, seems legit. The first couple hits are to reduce any return shots, and then move in for the kill.
Yeah. Ember.
So I would probably go on comms and ask. You're right there. Am I needed?
Neg, go ahead and clear the. Go ahead and sweep the room.
So I guess. I know that sounds weird, but Amber is going to look around the communal bathroom.
Sure. Roll perception.
I mean, Kirka doesn't know what room it is.
So 2d6 plus 5.
Yeah, this is going to be harder as there's not much to find. Yeah, unfortunately, you are not able to find anything. At least
Bad.
nothing of note. Like you can, what you can see is that like it's been used recently. You know, you can see like there's a couple of bars of soap and a couple of the like shower stalls.
Yes,
Can
the
I-
most terrifying enemy of all, soup scum.
Can I can I make a bad joke?
Go ahead.
Actually, never mind. Are any of them on the floor?
No.
Aww.
No. And please don't make that joke.
I don't get to. All right. Anyway.
Alrighty. So. Yeah. So. Jet is going to once again shotgun the person in front of him. And boop, yeah. So and similarly to what was heard when Deanna just thwacked the person that she's going up against, you hear a cracking noise after the shotgun report. As this guy gets hit center of mass once again by a shotgun blast.
Oof.
As a side note, I'm just picturing this and just imagining like the sheer pain that this guy is going through with that, because these once again, these are rubber bullets, right?
Yep.
Like
It's rubber bullets, and shotguns do 6 damage per shot.
Haha.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah.
It's like just
Pumpies are
the
strong.
The trauma. Oh yeah, it's like the trauma of the. It's like that flash, the bang, and then boom, the impact. Just oh my goodness, yeah. Anyways, Carnage. Ugh.
Alrighty. So these guys can act now. Unfortunately, they are going to be acting not in good shape. Deanna,
Unfortunately for them.
yeah, the one in front of you is going to pull out their own wooden vibro sword and try and hit you. And miss very horribly. They are like kind of swinging wide as they're still somewhat disoriented. And the other one is going to do the same thing to Jet and is not going to be able to hit. Let me see if I roll snake eyes. No snake eyes. Okay, yeah. The other one misses as well. Kirka.
Okay. I guess I'm acquiring the data pad and then waiting to see if anyone needs an extra laser shot. Because I'm going to presume the answer is no.
Alrighty. So yeah, you run up, you go and grab the data pad and unhook it. The hololithic projection turns off as soon as you unhook it. And both of the two soldiers hold up their hands, and you hear a ding over the essentially the communication, the speaker in this room. Test complete. Time remaining 2 minutes.
A little closer than I'd like, but I'll take it.
And at this point, you all make your way back to the training room. What the hell? Why won't it let me erase? Only, damn it, it's not letting me erase all of your guys' X's.
It's okay. I was actually about to ask if it would be okay for us to take 10. I am going to need to change out one of my cybernetics here shortly. And okay, fantastic. Just so that it doesn't start screaming at me here.
Yeah, that tracks.
Okay. So be back about 10:30.
That works.
Okay.
Alrighty.
When the ding goes off, she takes like one of those raised hands in that like hook the thumbs and wrap the fingers around handshake thing, just as a little congratulatory gesture.
Alrighty. Yeah, he groans and is like, good job. Oh, that hurt. The other one is not so quietly swearing under his breath.
How's the sniper doing?
The sniper's still kind of unconscious.
Ooh.
That didn't happen all that long ago, though. Like, from the sniper getting taken out to the end of the encounter was, like, real, like, in-universe time, probably, like, 2-3 minutes. Yeah.
Yeah. Quick power break. Could you spat them?
Yeah,
I'll
yeah.
be right back.
I should have quoted a line from TF2. God damn it.
I'm glad I made myself a second cup of tea.
Ah,
Well, I have maybe one pot of coffee left until I get paid next, which kind of sucks, but is what it is.
yeah, there's even a perfect wine. Actually, two. God damn it.
Beep, beep, beep.
Yeah. Goddamn alarm. I could have said any of those wines.
Yeah.
Yeah, back.
Still coming. We're still waiting on Jade anyway.
Also, Diana would be a smarter Heavy. So Heavy is smart. Because he has a PhD in Russian literature.
Ooh. Fancy.
That he does not use in his mercenary work.
Well, I mean, that kind of tracks.
It's like Ember, who can make music but doesn't use it. I should have gone and grabbed food.
Yeah, probably would have been an idea.
Probably.
I mean, you still have a couple of minutes. If you think you can acquire food and be back within like 3 minutes.
I probably could.
I got a kitty sitting next to me. And she's just the cutest thing in the world. Yes, she is. Yes, she is. You are the one critter that if civilization were to collapse today, I would not turn into food. Because you're my putums. So you would have to learn at that point how to eat stuff that's not cat food. Yeah, you would. Yeah, I talked to my cat. So what?
Everyone talks to their cat.
I wish I had one.
You're saying it like okay, I'm not going to
Okay.
say
I'm back.
Willkommen.
Detail.
welcome back to Krusty Krab, where we will take your money.
Alrighty. So a few minutes later, you all make your way back up to the classroom that's off to the side of the simulator pod area, and Star Captain Malice is there, just kind of standing off to the side of the room, and just gestures to you, Kirka, to essentially do as you normally would.
Unfortunately, I do not have very much input as far as this operation goes, seeing as I am not much of an infantry or unmounted combat expert. So actually, Star Commander Deanna, I'm sure you have many things you would like to say. Would you be willing to do the debrief of this mission?
Of course.
The
Which
floor is
floor is
yours.
At which point she stands up and moves to the front, stiffening up, clasping her arms behind her back. So, how many of you have any form of formal small arms training, sidearms training?
I will be the first to admit that aside from familiarization courses during CIBCO training, I have not pursued any specific small arms combat training.
Jet just kind of raises his hand.
She would nod and then look in the direction, like general direction, not staring at either one directly, of Ember and Alistair.
Well, yeah, I didn't uh, train much for the small arms outside of the tank commanding, but I was one like we regularly checked like went to relax with my brother by shooting cans. I guess that's not formal, but still training.
Okay. Another nod of acknowledgement from Deanna.
I've had some training with some friends of the past, but honestly, after a while of just mostly using my after a while just mostly fighting in the air, I had essentially gotten a bit rusty. So I think I gotta get more training after this.
And same question, close quarters.
Say it again. Out of character.
And same question, close quarters.
Close quarters. No.
I actually have, but not very advanced.
I wasn't trained as a closed quarters operative
And lastly, infantry tactics in general.
That I was trained on to some extent. I have been. It was required before. It was required as part of our training as we began to. What's the word I am looking for? Integrate battle armor into our standard mech formations, as well as have a general overview of infantry formations to improve efficiency and unit cohesion.
That I could tell as we got closer to the objective, you did become more comfortable and more assertive.
Well, yeah, you would have to train for infantry tactics. If you drive a tank, you wouldn't really want to crush a platoon by accident.
As an infantry woman, that is much appreciated. In the moment of silence, she starts looking back between the two guys.
Jet just kind of, yeah, I never really bothered with the tactics so much as my focus was more on the combat end of things.
Alistair, that leaves you.
Infantry. And then Alistair takes the moment to takes his words carefully as he's resting his hand over his mouth and chin, and then he says, "Yes, I have received some form of infantry, but once again, that was only for the private firm that I've had assistance in training with. But as I said, that's been way far back, and I've been pretty rusty since. So
Now, the
And-
point of that questioning was not any sort of dressing down, any sort of criticism. That was so that I could make this point. The fact that the five of us managed to do that within the time limit at all, with this level of skill deficit, is nothing short of spectacular. A full point of elementals? Yes, could have done that in 10 minutes or less. The four of you are not elementals. None of us had power armor. And the skill deficit is not anything to... Shit, I just lost the words. Oh, bitch, give me a sec.
It's okay.
no worries.
Happens to everybody.
We're all getting back into the flow of role playing these
Yes.
characters.
Yes. I
Is there
even
anything... Oh, go ahead.
it was out of character.
Is not anything to be ashamed of in these circumstances. However, I am sure each of you will agree with me that while we are certainly irregulars, while we are certainly more successful than we have any right to be, we are not Marines. Jeff?
F.
F.
Ember would raise a finger, thinking of a way to contradict that, but after a second, yeah, F.
And yeah, F, that tracks.
And yet, once again, irregulars performed their tasks, secured their objective. given the circumstances, the performance was very well done. Star Captain, if you wish it, the floor is yours.
At this point, Star Captain Mellis kind of steps forward.
And she had turned and stepped to the side. To actually, like, the side of the room, not just out of his way.
Yeah. I was watching everything that had transpired during your training today. Some of you should really be considering your capabilities with small arms a little bit more. I understand that for, well, basically all of you, that unaugmented combat is something that is a bit of a foreign concept. It's not something that's within your general wheelhouse. However, it is something that it is important for warriors to know. Kirka, the time is upon you to decide with your star which front you feel confident in taking. Are you going to be the tip of the spear to get us a beachhead on the planet of Roadside? Or will you be recapturing the flexible demeanor? I'm not going to expect your answer right now. However, you should decide and talk about it amongst your star. With that, I will take my leave for you to make your decision. I do expect your response by the end of the day.
Star Captain, I will see to it that you have it.
And with that, Star Captain Mellis leaves the room.
I do not think there is time to raise our training to such a level. We've been training exclusively on augmented combat. If we had another 4 to 5 weeks, I think most of us here could have our shooting and our brawling up to snuff. But do not have that kind of time.
Kirka nods. I cannot help but agree. This has been a decision that admittedly has been giving me some trouble. And she kind of glances at Deanna. Since out of everyone in the room, she knows that she, more than the others, would understand the subtlety of that meaning. I cannot help but think that the best place for us is indeed on the front line. Even if there is that chance that not all of us make it back home.
For what it is worth, I think the chances of all of us making it back home are lower if we were to go in and act as Marines.
I agree. She starts to speak again, but then bites her lip.
Or would just silently nod and then put her like arm on her face, like remembering something.
Alice is kind of sitting back in his chair. His left arm is over his right, as his hands is kind of like just covering his mouth and chin as he's just thinking back about something as well. His mind occupied with a specific thought.
Jet kind of looks around the room a little bit. Yeah. I think if we were all trained to the point of Deanna and I, we'd have a much better chance. But as it stands, I currently feel more comfortable in my cockpit in this situation.
Kirka nods. In that case, I guess it is unanimous. We will be spearheading the assault. Are there any objections?
I have none.
Nick, Star Commander.
About the decision and the mission? Neg.
About something else?
Yeah, but it has nothing to do with the star. It's more the recent fare in the mess hall has been substandard.
Oh, and here I thought you were going to talk about my choice of clothes.
That's not my job. Though you have been strangely absent from melee combat training. You should probably do something about that.
Despite the heaviness and the gravity of the situation, Kirky can't help but her lips curling up a little bit as she kind of sticks her tongue into the pocket of her lip, just like, eh. In that case, I will presume the answer is no across the board. Today's exercise was probably much more strenuous than all of you, save for Deanna, than we are used to. Feel free to take the rest of today off, but I expect everyone to be back ready to hit training again at 0800 tomorrow morning. Dismissed.
If anybody needs me, I'll be in the gym. I'm sure there's somebody that I can spar with a little bit.
Well, if we're going to talk about my I forgot the word. Dementia at the right age of 17. Oh, if we're gonna talk about my combat training, why don't I come with you?
Works for me. Alistair, you're welcome too. At least if you're not doing your aerospace training.
And Alistair takes a moment, and he looks up again. I think I would like to take a moment to recollect my thoughts and go for a walk.
Hmm?
I need some time.
Suit yourself.
Alistair nods with the faint smile as he's, fixing himself in his chair. He doesn't have his hand over mouth, but has his hands folded, and he's resting them upon his lap, just making himself more at ease. But his cheery demeanor seems to be more like he's actually like, if he didn't look like he was playing playing the part, he's in a serious mode right now, but something's on his mind. He's just holding it in. You know?
After a bit of silence, like Amber starts to stand up and
Yeah.
says,
I was about to say, I presume Ember and Jet then are going to take off.
yeah, so when she stands up, she's going to say, oh, shucks, I wasn't the bad, didn't I?
Well, if anything, Star Commander, everyone, and Alistair like quickly nods, and he starts to head out in a not so much in a hurry, but he's just walking out a little fast.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Kirka would nod formally.
Yeah, it seems that yeah. So that's basically what happened.
Mm-hmm.
And then people can see him exiting out the room.
With the two of them alone, Deanna would smirk slightly and look in Kirka's direction.
And Kirka would look back.
Not to mention that if Samantha did all of this work only to find out we were not deploying, he would kill us both.
I don't know if that came through, but Kirka would like snort through her nose a little bit as she tried not to laugh. But then regain the composure and then simply say, all right, D, be level with me. How badly did we do, all things considered? Ignoring the deficiencies in our training.
Without considering the skill deficit, it was not shameful, but also questionably adequate. None of us took injuries. None of us failed to come back. The operation was a success, but it did take about 3 times as long as it should have.
Hmm. And I cannot but help, but there was some matter of luck that might have been involved one way or the other. At the very least, that was the case with my shooting.
No plan survives first contact. Even my own shooting is a reminder that I've neglected it far too much lately.
It makes me wonder. I cannot help but wonder what the point of this exercise was so close to the invasion. It was such a sharp deviation from everything that we had been working towards up to this point.
How long ago did Melez approach you about the decision?
About a month ago.
I would suspect then that this was his way of giving you a push.
Perhaps. But the best of my understanding was that this was always to be more or less when the decision would be made officially, regardless of if I had made up my mind beforehand.
Consider it then less a push on making a decision and more a push on making the decision you knew was right all along.
Perhaps.
As I know you are concerned about, well, at this point, about half the star.
To be honest, the only half might be a slight exaggeration, but the newcomers have definitely not been tested enough for me to determine their adequacy, and one of them I feel is not up to snuff.
Also are burdened with new arrivals so close to the operation that we do not have the working rapport that we did previously.
And that also does not help things. I can trust Ember at this point. Even if our working relationship is not as seamless, she has proven that she is more than capable of handling herself in that von Luckner, to the point that I am, frankly, shocked at some of the things that she is capable of doing with that tank.
I'd seen the footage afterwards. Picking a Sabotai out of the air is genuinely draw-dropping. Alone doing it with an autocannon class 20.
Mm-hmm. It's certainly not a feat I would be able to pull off, and I would like to think of myself as a crack shot, at least in the mech. That being said, we, I think, should be ready for. We should make ready some contingencies.
I agree. I am encouraged that he seems to be coming to understand the gravity of the deep end he has been thrown into. But we are simply out of time to address it.
Mm-hmm. It is sink or swim.
Hopefully, third time is the charm.
I'm sure there are other cliches that might be useful in this situation, but
So speaking of, with her slight familiarity with EVAs, I half wonder if Ainsley would not have been an asset for flexible demeanor.
she may yet be.
She is a crack shot with battlesuit weaponry. She is familiar in 0G. aside from the pressure of keeping up with other warriors, being a Marine would actually be up her alley.
I believe Star Captain Mellis is already planning for something along those lines for Ainsley, at least during the actual invasion. But I can mention it to him when I talk with him.
I would appreciate that. It would be a victory in its own right to see that girl actually go after her potential.
Hmm. That does seem to be the catch for a lot of these, for a lot of the people in our star. But yeah,
That is a strong F. But aside from Jet, how many of them were born and raised through the Sitco process from the very beginning?
in this star, none of them. I am the only one aside from Jet.
And we both know that that holds true for former members as well.
Yes. Which that flexibility has been an asset many, many times, but this is going to be a knockdown slug out. This is going to be a knockdown drag out fight. The only thing that matters here is the ability of a warrior to do their job under extreme duress. And 4 of us I can count on. 1, I believe I can count on. 1, I have no idea. And then, well, I suppose I am discounting the Rattel. The Rattel is a handy asset, although it will be very busy supporting the entire operation.
And depending on where it is deployed, possibly 5. F, I agree. This is going to be a war unlike any I have fought since Rezelheg.
If not before that, this would be a good old-fashioned trial of possession over a planet. We have not engaged in one of those, in my living memory at least. For the most part, we have been content to stay in. For the most part, we have been content to stay in the void.
And we are doing it with 2/3 of the cluster.
Hmm. At the very least, Helmer tells me that the forces that we are likely to go up against that are currently stationed on roadside are predominantly Garrison and Solama units, the youngest and oldest of the Falcons. That at once makes them more and less dangerous.
It is beneficial, but it will still be a fight where either we will succeed or we will be remembered trying.
Remembered by the Lyran papers, perhaps. Small mercenary force commits suicide on the blade of Jade Falcon's claws. I can see the headlines going over the HPG networks now.
Even your splendid plan has a remembrance.
Af, But we are so small and spread out that the forces that will be present taking roadside actually present the majority of our, I guess, relatives, as it were, within this entire region of the Inner Sphere.
Which makes the action all the more significant.
Mm-hmm. It really is do or die for us. But I have to say, thus far, we have been in do or die situations before with less preparation and less ability, and we've managed to pull through. I do not see this being any different, even if we lose a couple of people along the way.
It is the approach you have to take for this. We will come out because the alternative is unthinkable.
Indeed. I shall inform Star Captain Malice of my decision. And then I will most likely be back here in order to redouble on my simulator training before I have paperwork that I need to take care of this afternoon. So, and that was after that. If you wish to discuss this more, you know where to find me.
Understood. I will likely not be here until the evening, as I am going to be picking heavy things up in the mech bay again.
Ah, yes, helping out Samantha. Is there anything else that she has mentioned or that you have observed that you might need down there?
In what capacity?
In any capacity.
This is just a guess, but it may be helpful for you to be present once the reactors finish being buttoned up, as you do know the various cockpit systems far better than I do.
Let me know. I'll be down there as soon as it is complete.
I will do so.
And with that, Kirka nods warmly and turns and makes her way towards Star Captain Malice's office.
Alrighty, and what is Deanna up to after this? Oh, yeah, she's just
Yeah, she's keeping her word. She's going down to just be an extra laborer for the assembly of her machine.
alrighty. I think that is the perfect spot to cap this. I'm going to say 5 XP all around. As that was a somewhat difficult fight, and there was a lot of good roleplay that happened tonight, so.
Hooray.
Yeah, that was
Yeah, I
that
have a
was,
cool number.
Yeah.
Are you hoarding XP again?
No, I
Huh?
only have 10.
Okay.
I mean, in fairness, I have almost double that, but it's also one of those where it just doesn't make sense. Like, I don't have anything to spend it on. Well, I can think of one thing. But
I
other
was
than
about
that, I
to
don't.
say, surely there is something.
Not narratively. Like, mechanically, sure, I could blow it all two or three times over, but narratively, not at the moment.
I like how you instantly go, "Are you hoarding XP again?"
Well, I mean, to be fair, there were two of you with previous characters who both of you kind of hoarded XP.
Y'all hoarded XP like a motherfucker.
Yeah.
If y'all
Oh,
if y'all hoarded XP anymore, Smaug would have flown in and been like, "Damn, y'all got a big hoard. I'm fucking jealous." Y'all
Some
hoarded
dragon.
enough. Y'all hoarded enough XP that Left for Dead, that the protagonists of Left for Dead were about to jump in there and start shooting it.
Oh my goodness.
Which is hilarious because I've been like a notoriously silent XP hoarder along the way as well.
To be fair, though, like at least at our point, the hoarding is almost necessary in order to actually get any skill upgrades.
Well, yeah, but even so, there were times where I was in the 30s.
I've gotten there, but then I managed to reach the goal that I was hoping for and would dump it. So, like, at least we used it eventually, is my point.
Yeah.
Also, Ainsley was 58 XP.
Yeah, 58 goddamn XP. The entire campaign's worth of XP.
Yeah, that's a ridiculous amount of XP to have on hand.
It was literally a hoard.
You know, the more
Project Zomboid.
Yeah.
For real, though.
Oh yeah.
I
Hey.
seem to have lost the book again. Again.
It should be available in one of the...
No, like, I lost it from my files. I should probably save it on my character file. Probably.
Yeah, I think I have I have a copy of the book on 3 different devices currently. Cuz I've started transferring all of my TTRPG stuff that I have, like all of my books, over to my Chromebook. Because that, for when I'm doing podcast recording and stuff like that, it's so much easier to have stuff up on that where I can have it in front of me or move it around than having it on my computer. Weirdly enough, considering scrolling with a mouse is so much easier than scrolling with a trackpad is normally. But yeah, because I have it on my phone because sometimes when I'm at work, I'm like, I have an idea and I want to look something up.
That'd be a good idea.
I just see all those. The tank. The seduce me. All the stupid gifts.
I'm very curious about Worldside. I'm just it's definitely gonna be a big moment indeed. And just thinking how what could possibly happen in between or before, it just makes it the more more exciting too.
Oh yeah, Roadside's going to be interesting. I'm I don't really have much written down for it, but I have a bunch. It's all currently rolling around in my head.
Yeah.
It's gonna be at least how I have it planned now. It's gonna be at least 4 different encounters by the end of it. To be successful, there will be about 4 different encounters at least. There may be less if things go very, very, very bad. But I mean, that's
Yeah.
kind of just how it goes. But yeah, it's going to be interesting. I have to make sure I plan out the like climax of this whole fight well as well, because yeah, it's gonna have to be suitably epic.
I mean, you could probably borrow from previous games. One that comes to mind for me, and it actually got canonized about 10 years or so after the game came out. The last mission of Mechwarrior 3 is literally the main character Lance versus the last surviving galaxy commander of Smoke Jaguar and his command star in a dormant volcano crater.
Okay,
The caldera.
Yeah, that definitely sounds neat.
It's very neat. I want to say it was like, I want to say his star was made up of like a dire wolf, 2 timber wolves, an ebon jaguar, and an executioner. Something to that effect.
Interesting.
Let me see.
Where?
I'm pretty hyped that this is gonna be like a final boss kind of character that shows up. You know.
So
game FAQ.
Now, did Jade Falcon ever have any above 100-ton battle mechs in their Tumen?
Neg.
Uh
Neg. No. The next, honestly, after the Matar, the next super heavy mech is the Word of Blake's Omega, I think it is.
There was also that Ares thing, but I'm pretty sure that was like a Jihad Dark Area.
That was Dark
Area mess.
That was after. But yeah, it was the Omega. Yeah, the first truly viable super heavy design on the battlefield. 3 Gauss rifles and 2 LB-10Xs. Jesus Christ. But yeah, let's see. The Ares, and then I guess the Orca, but that's non-canonical. Yeah. The Matar, the silly boy. And then yeah, Poseidon and Ares, which I want to say that
that is ridiculous.
no, they're two different chassis. Okay. So yeah, as of 3055, no. There were no super heavies. However, the Turkina was manufactured by this point. And that is a 95 tonner and a real son of a bitch.
Yup.
I scrolled up to what's the 6 months of the year? August. Goddamn it! I scrolled up to August and I still can't find the book.
Hold on. Did I pin it? No, I didn't pin that. There. Mechwarrior Destiny notes. Where you go? Form fillable sheet. Game resources.
Mechwarrior Destiny 3D printing. Yeah.
Yeah. And I actually have that in the Clan Invasion TRO that I have.
Which in the Turkina?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Um,
mainly for the stats for converting it to Destiny, if I choose to use that. But
mhm.
there is a chance that that may make an appearance because that just looks fun.
If that makes it an appearance, one, I will come. Two, Kirka will definitely want that. Because big flying battle mech that looks vaguely like the Timberwolf but is better.
Yeah.
At least more boom boom. That or the Direwolf.
Oh, there is a chance that you're going to be going up against at least a couple of assault mechs.
Oh, I'm sure. And as much as I am excited to try and claim one as Isorla, I am not excited to have to make it to actually kill it in order to claim it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Also, let's see. That last mission that I was mentioning was a Timberwolf, a Supernova, an Ebon Jag, and a Direwolf. I could have sworn there was a fifth. It might have been in the novel. I think it was a second Timberwolf
That's
to round out the star.
that's
Still.
still an impressive force to be arrayed against you.
Oh, yeah.
Still gonna be pretty epic. But I wonder how, like, one thing that I always like about the universe of Battletech and how, like, a lot of the battles take place is also like what happens on like the neighboring worlds. Like, what does the other, like, basically people that live on other worlds like think, or like the other houses. Like how would they be mentioned within the setting?
In the same way that we mention other countries, except even more distant.
Yeah. Considering there is like interstellar communication, though it's not like, the internet where you have immediate access
Yeah.
to information from basically any point on the globe. You're looking at best in BattleTech, like finding something out about like other systems and whatnot. It's usually like, I think at best it's generally a once a day type thing that you get actually any updates rather than being actually real time.
Oh, okay.
Because yeah, HPG is expensive because Space Comcast wills it so.
Oh yeah. Gotta pay them C bills. And also not make fun of them either. I learned that a while back.
Oh my god.
Well, I mean,
Magic, haven't I told you the story? I think I did one time.
possibly.
I think you
Yeah.
mentioned the prize Comstar interdiction during your stream, yeah.
Yeah. I was talking a lot of shit about Comstar, and all of a sudden, I after that moment, I lost connection to my control to my controls and everything, and my mech just like starts walking towards his death. And I'm just like, oh no. Oh boy. I'm really excited for this, and I'm just like thinking like, oh boy. Actually, what's funny? Like, unrelated. So I was looking on Mechwarrior, and I noticed Mechwarrior Online. I noticed that they have Clan Wolverine icon available now that you
Interesting.
can use for. Yeah, and I'm very curious, as to
I might have to reinstall Mechwarrior Online then. If that's
Like,
the
I would
case.
just
They probably added it for the bull shark.
I
Probably.
can.
But I mean, ooh. That gives me idea. Damn it. There's no actual write-up of the bull shark, is there? Oh, wait. No, we did one at one point.
There was, yeah.
I think not only I think I want to say not only was there one, I made an Omni version and made a Skunkworks file for it.
Yeah, I think I have that.
Pretty sure, yeah.
By the way,
If not, I can dig around in the BattleTech game files and work backwards from that, because the heat sinks are a little fucky, but like the armor values are just divide by 5.
Oh, really? Huh.
Yeah, heat sinks and weapon damage are a little off, but the armor is relatively straightforward.
yeah, I'm going to add my small arms and up my melee combat because, yeah, it fits the narrative.
Yeah, and you're going to train with
That's why I
Jet,
said it
so
fits with narrative. Yeah. So anyway, oh, I only need to spend 5 XP to get those 2 traits. Neat.
yeah, that's not too bad.
Oh no. I forgot.
Oh no, what'd you pour, Gore?
I made the first page a PNG. No.
Well, that's just silly.
Oh.
okay. Yeah, so it's just the emblem.
That's fine.
And see what they have to flag, because holy crap. Oh man. Like, not me. I would like I decorate all my mechs in the most craziest fashions ever. Let's see. Wolf, Falcon, Viper, Jaguar.
Now, do you have to like
Okay.
buy the emblem, or is it just something that you can slap on one of your like? Is it
No, it's
free?
MC.
No,
That's the only issue.
you'd have to pay premium for that. but-
Yeah,
Eh.
which is kind of lame, you know.
right.
And it's just the emblem too. Like they don't even include. Cause I was about to. You know what I was gonna do? Like, magic. I was gonna get our colors and just like slap it on the mech, get a flag, and just like call myself. Oh my goodness! Like I
RR
was
colors.
gonna RP, man.
But even RR colors, I don't know if that's been established.
So,
Oh yeah.
since I'm basing it off of the like the tabletop army that I've been doing,
Yeah.
essentially all of the mechs. Just give me a second. I need to look at something.
Yeah.
Okay,
I own
so
a good
the entire mech, other than the right arm, is camo of some flavor. Usually the same for like it's the same style of camo for the whole star. The right arm, however, is essentially colored however the pilot chooses.
Oh, okay.
And tanks?
It would be the right side. It would be the same, but it would be like the right side. So like, kind of like, yeah, like the whole like right side of the tank type deal. No, the right
Dang, I wish I
3/4
let
of the
you do
tank, or
something like that.
the right
But,
quarter of the tank.
Yeah.
That would make more sense because it would kind of spill off onto the top a little bit.
Magic.
Right,
We forgot about one of my negative traits.
Which one?
Glass jaw.
Oh, that was actually relevant.
Yeah. I don't.
You got bruised up a little more than you expected, but
yeah, I don't think. Well, no, you didn't take
I got
any
4.
actual damage though. All it
Oh yeah.
it just took out your armor, so I don't think that would have actually applied in this situation.
Yeah, it took out 8, I think, pieces of my armor.
How many did you have left?
Like all the shots. I had 10.
Huh. Yeah, you're getting close to having no armor left.
that could have been a thing.
Could have.
So it wasn't actually relevant. What does Glassjaw
Yeah.
do again?
It adds to all physical and fatigue damage you receive.
Ooh. So you just take
So
more
it was
damage.
relevant. Yeah. So if someone would hit me one more, I would have went down.
Well, no, you probably wouldn't have gone down. Because, like...
Well, the armor would have went down.
Yeah, the armor would have been
That's what
done,
I'm
and then, yeah, you would have taken a little bit of
Fishy meat
extra...
snake. Damn it. I have to wrestle with Photoshop to actually make my small arms.
Well, that's why you should save it as a PDF, and then have your working one as a PNG.
I can't save it as a PDF because otherwise it's going to kill itself. And Word does not suit.
No, Word doesn't work with PDFs very well.
Yeah.
Not at all.
And I don't want to install another Microsoft whatever Excel or something else. I'm tired of it.
That's fair.
The silly, goofy Office suite. Totally fair.
I mean, there is also, like, Adobe Reader. Or, sorry, Adobe Acrobat, because yeah, they just group that all into one program.
Yeah, you got to pay for that garbage too. Though.
No, Acrobat's free. It's just if you want to be able to like make form fillable PDFs, that's when you have to start paying for it.
I see.
Well, I am basically making a form fillable.
No, if you're just editing, because like the sheet is there to be like the form fillable sheet is there and accessible. Though that I still have to fix that. All you'd be doing is just like filling it out. Like you should even be able to open it up in just Chrome if that's what you're using.
Well, I am using, but I don't think Chrome would fix the how would you call it? Photoshop.
No, I'm talking about just having the PDF open on your
Yeah,
on
but
your
I
computer.
can't edit it in Chrome. Sadly.
If it's form fillable, you can change the entries. I guarantee. Well, unless there's something up with your version of Chrome that you have, that
I
there
am
is a caveat to
adding
that.
in another raw.
But yeah, like if you like, because like Chrome natively has a PDF like reader in it, and any PDF reader should be able to like if it's a form fillable PDF, you should be able to just enter into the fields. You might not be able to like make new fields to enter stuff into,
Yeah, that's what I'm doing.
but for the form fillable sheets, you shouldn't need to, because all of the fields are set up to enter stuff in it.
I'm out of.
Oh,
place.
for skills.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm in the same boat. I decided to start rolling some of them together that have the same rules. So like my Streetwise and my Intimidate have the same rating and they're based off the same attribute. So they have the same bonus. So I just put those on the same line.
I am too much of so I am adding in another row as a small addition to the form fillable.
That's fair.
Perception. Next. And that's plus I6.
What did I want
That's
again?
it.
Oh, I wanted gun.
You wanted gun?
Yes.
I mean, yeah.
Oh yeah, that's right. My intelligence.
Small arms.
Powers to this edge is 3.
Wait,
How did I
do
grab
I
this
have
one?
small arms? No, I don't.
Yeah, that was one of the
Ember-
things that I kind of found was kind of amusing is the fact that like you carry a sniper
The
rifle,
sniper.
but you have absolutely zero in small arms.
It's the dumbest sniper. Wait. I'm editing the wrong shit. Ah.
Rip.
Eh. God damn it.
If that's not a fucking mood. Tactics and then Wolverine history.
Is this the right one? No, it isn't. Or is... Yes, it is.
And then the poor little rink-a-dink melee combat all the way at the bottom. Because Kirka would rather not shoot someone if she doesn't have to.
I should have probably gave myself more edge. Because I only have 2.
Ow, the edge.
I mean, really, like, edge is more like the way I kind of look at edge is that's more like how lucky your character is because of like how it works, because you can use it to literally bend fate to hopefully your will.
Well, she's lucky without luck. Somehow.
I mean, I would lean into that just a little bit. And actually do some stuff with luck. Yeah, no.
Are you suggesting that I upgrade my edge?
Well, you know, the new Sonic and Shadow game came out, so everyone's edge just got increased. So.
Oh God, no!
Yeah, unfortunately, everyone took a universal buff to their edge.
Not the dad jokes. My only weakness.
That was
So
pretty funny though with the edge. Rerolls, miss, rerolls, miss. 10.
Oh my god.
No, you get 10.
Yeah, that's
Pain.
always kind of
Pain.
a feel bad moment when that happens. I find it's like, oh, I have this reroll. Okay, we're gonna make it work, but nope.
Let's do it again. Pain.
The worst I had with something like that was it was back when I was still playing Blood Bowl, and before I swore off
Oh,
Games
no.
Workshop entirely. We had a local tournament here in town that like the local group had set up and started advertising and whatnot, and we had some people come in for it and some people who weren't in like the core gaming, the core Blood Bowl group, like the core league. And in my first game with the one of the local star players, which was originally one of my characters from my Chaos team, I rolled my 3 dice to basically do the thing.
Yeah.
I rolled 3 skulls, which is effectively 3 ones.
Oof.
I'm like, nah, I have rerolls, so I'm gonna reroll this. Pick up the dice,
not
throw them.
one.
Yep, 3 more skulls. I'm like, what the hell? Just after that, like the kind of the bright side to this is the organizer was like walking through and he's like, yeah, so if anybody rolls like double skulls into double skulls, let me know. I'm like, I look at him like, so how about if I roll triple skulls into triple skulls? Does that count? Because I just did that. I ended up getting a prize out of the deal, which was kind of cool, but yeah. Yeah, I got the booby prize.
You got the booby prize for rolling.
Yay.
Oh my god, that's amazing.
Also, I could remove my glass jaw.
Ooh, so
'Cause
yeah, you can do that if you have the
Because
XP.
training with Jet, yeah.
Yeah, I was about to say, yeah, narratively that could work.
6 XP, yeah, I have 4 XP left to buy more arms. Yeah, I could.
I think melee would be a narratively appropriate option as well, as you are sparring
But-
with Jet.
I wouldn't have enough XP then.
Fair. Yeah.
To make melee combat 2, it would have to be 5, and I only would have left 4. So yeah.
That is entirely fair. Okay, so we're gonna. Oh, why are